Can my employer withhold my H1B documentation? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our office here in St. Louis, Missouri. Sometimes a foreign worker who's working for a U.S. company is on an H1B visa. That's the visa that allows foreign nationals to work in the United States. And when they want to leave their employer, or even while they're still working for the employer, sometimes unscrupulous or bad employers don't want to give the paperwork to their client, to their employees. And so what happens in that situation is we find ourselves in a stalemate where the employee really needs the I-94, which is the approval notice and the proof of status in the United States, and they also would like a copy of the LCA that was filed. That's the form that goes to the Department of Labor to establish what the wage should be and the employer's willingness to pay it. And so when an H1B has been approved, the employee can take that H1B approval and go work for another employer. And the good thing about that is, from the employee's standpoint, is that they are allowed to not count against the cap. That is, if they've gone through the H1B lottery and gotten through and gotten approved, they become a much more valuable employee to other employers because they're going to be able to hire them, and they're going to be able to understand that they are not going to have to count against the cap, and it's sort of a more certain thing for the employer. So a lot of times the new employer likes that. Well, when the employee leaves, they'd like to be able to get their paperwork because they want to show it to the new employer, maybe give it to the new employer's immigration lawyer, so that as they fill out their applications, they're going to be able to show that the person has been in status the whole time. And generally for the employee, it's good to have proof of status. Well, sometimes the employer doesn't want to give that paperwork. And so the question is, whose paperwork is it? Well, the law says that the employer has to give a copy of the LCA to the employee. That's sort of a requirement of the Department of Labor regulations, that an employee is entitled to a copy of the LCA. So generally, if your employer is refusing to give you a copy of the LCA, then something's probably wrong. That goes too for the I-94. So the I-94 is attached to the I-797 notice of action, which would be the H1B approval notice. That little card at the bottom on the right is the proof of status, and the foreign national is going to want to keep that in their passport and take that with them when they travel overseas to get their H1B visa stamp. That's their proof of status. So those things are belong to the employee, and the employer should give them to the employee upon request. So if you're leaving your H1B employer and you're wondering about this, be sure to make sure to request that all in writing, and so that you can take that stuff with you and give it to your new employer and always have it as proof if you ever apply for a green card or any other kind of immigration benefit. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have questions about the employment visa process or anything related to H1Bs, give us a call at 314-961-8200. You can email us at info@hackinglawpractice.com. We hope you found this video helpful. If you have questions or a video you'd like us to do, please be sure to let us know, and we will try to shoot a video for you if you can. And we're excited to have you. Please join us in our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home, and please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.